ओके सो नमस्कार मेरे प्यारे भाई बहनों, ये हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं रिलेटेड टू द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास कंसेप्ट. ओके, एंड what is the use of abstract class? When you may ask what is abstract class and how you are going to create and how you are going to introduce in the application, and what is the purpose of abstract class. Okay, and why we need the abstract class, and after that we will discuss when we should use the abstract class and interface. So they may ask that please provide the real time life scenario with the example. Okay, so we'll discuss. So let's start with the abstract class first. So guys, abstract class, by name itself you can understand, it is abstract class. Through the abstract class we are achieving the 0 to 100% abstraction. It means abstract class can have, one abstract method, cannot have any abstract method. But if any class have one abstract method, that class must be abstract class. Okay, so what is abstract method means? Abstract method means which is incomplete method, you can say. That method does not have the body. Okay, so those method we say abstract method. Okay, if any method does not have any definition, or you can say does not have any body, it means that method we have to declare as a abstract. Okay, and the meaning for that method, why we use this abstract method, uh, because sometimes guys, we provide the, you can say, uh, uh, you know one features, okay, which is incomplete. Okay, so there might be some features which can be complete, okay, which can have a complete definition, but there might be, there is a possibility, suppose I don't have any definitions. Okay, and for that feature, so those features I will make as abstract. This you have to remember. तो कोई ऐसा फीचर जो हम क्लास के अंदर डिफाइन कर रहे हैं जिसकी डेफिनेशन हमारे पास नहीं है, इवन वी डोंट नो हाउ टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैट फीचर. Okay, so those kind of features we can make it as a abstract features, which would be the incomplete features of our class. So due to abstract method, my class also would be the abstract class, which is due to abstract method my class would be the incomplete class. Okay, because this abstract class have the one incomplete feature, so due to that this class also becoming the abstract class. And the use of abstract class only for inheritance. Remember, if the class is not complete, if the class definition is not complete, we cannot have to create the object for that class. Because जो कुछ भी आप क्लास के अंदर रखते हो, जो भी डेफिनेशन आप क्लास के अंदर रखते हो, वो एक्चुअली आप नो जैसा आप ऑब्जेक्ट चाहते हो, जो डेफिनेशन आप क्लास के अंदर रखते हो, वही डेफिनेशन के द्वारा हम जिस टाइप का हमें ऑब्जेक्ट चाहिए होता है उस टाइप का डेफिनेशन हम क्लास के अंदर डिफाइन करते हैं. ठीक है, जिस टाइप का जैसा ऑब्जेक्ट चाहिए उसी टाइप की हम डेफिनेशन क्लास के अंदर बनाते हैं. क्लास के अंदर we create that definition inside the class. Okay, so based on the object requirement we put the definition inside the class. But if the definition is incomplete, it means we cannot define the object, we cannot create the object, because due to one abstract features. Abstract features means incomplete features, you can say. Okay, तो एक तो यूज होगा. सेकेंड यूज गाइस, जैसे सपोज डेवलपर है, सपोज हम चाहते हैं कि लेट्स से कुछ फीचर्स हमारे पास कंप्लीट हैं, कुछ फीचर्स इनकम्प्लीट हैं. ठीक है, तो इनकम्प्लीट फीचर्स के लिए हम एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास बना देते हैं उसको, बिकॉज क्लास हैविंग इनकम्प्लीट फीचर्स, सो दैट क्लास मेक इट एज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट. और उस एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास का यूज़ हम इनहेरिटेंस में करते हैं. ओके, we can able to create the child class from the abstract classes, from the abstract class. Okay, and we can able to create the only reference variable for the abstract class, and with that we can able to point to their child class object. Okay, ये ध्यान रखना। तो abstract class के अंदर abstract class can have the any type of property, means it can have instance property, instance type property. Okay, instance property means whose existence come with object. Okay, abstract class can have constructor. So abstract class constructor will be called from the child class. So child class constructor has to call for their parent class constructor while creating the child class object. Okay, so when you create any child class object, the child class, if it is extending from a abstract class, so abstract class constructor has to call to the super keyword. Okay, so I already uh, made the session related to the constructor, how constructor call, how child class constructor is calling to the parent class constructor with that super keyword. So this already I made the session. Even I made the uh, separate session for interface also. Okay, there I already covered the what is abstraction, what is the purpose of abstraction, why we need. Okay, you can go through. So basically I am going to discuss about the abstract class. Okay, तो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास के अंदर लेट्स से मेरे पास एक क्लास मैंने बनाई, जैसे लेट्स से यहाँ पर क्यों बनानी पड़ रही है मेरे को एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास, देखो अभी मैं बताता हूँ आपको। ये मेरे पास एक जनरल मैंने क्लास बनाई कंपनी, तो ये क्लाइंट ने मेरे को बोला है कि भाई प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर की इफ एनीवन वांट टू इंट्रोड्यूस एनी कंपनी, ठीक है, और यस एनी थर्ड पार्टी एनी कंपनी, so those third parties company must be extended from this company class. This is the protocol we have to follow, you can say. So this company class having, you can say, private string company name, okay, and private string company address. Okay, and let's say any number of property you can put, just for understanding purpose. Just assume that we have only two property here, company name, company address, and there is one more property I'm going to put as a company behavior. You can say company void, you can say work, okay, which will represent the work of the company. But as of now I don't have the definition of this definition of this behavior for this company class, so I will made as a abstract method, because I don't know what kind of work is happening inside this company. Okay, so this I cannot decide, so I just created one, you can say protocol, you can say abstract. So this method behavior, this behavior or this method, I don't have the definition, so I put as a incomplete method. You can say this is the incomplete method because this method does not have any body. Now I have another method, void display info. Okay, dot out dot println company name plus okay, company name and company address Okay, so guys, just try to understand what I'm trying to say here. I have one company, okay, and this is actually incomplete class. Why I'm saying, because if you look at this class features, this class having one incomplete features work, and which is, of course, if it is incomplete because it does not have a body, does not have any definition, so of course we have to make this method as a abstract. Okay, and due to this abstract method, this class also has to be declared as a abstract. Due to this incomplete feature, abstract. Due to this incomplete feature, due to this incomplete feature, this class also would be as a incomplete, because this class, whatever you define in the class, okay, their existence we find in the object. We already discussed about the class and object concept. Okay, so this class is incomplete because we don't know what kind of work is happening inside this company, so we don't have definition, so that's why this class is incomplete. And if class is incomplete means we cannot create the object, okay, because class is not defining the complete definition for your object, so that's why this class object should not be created. That's why we are making as a abstract. Okay, कंपाइलर को मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि ये क्लास एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है. इवन इफ यू ट्राई टू क्रिएट द ऑब्जेक्ट, कंपाइलर गिव द कंपाइल टाइम एरर. Compiler no, remember this abstract class concept. Okay, so let's assume I'm creating the this company class here, and I will put the same code there, company. Okay, so if you see, I'm putting here abstract. Okay, so company address, let's say this one, not this one. Company address, yeah, fine. Yes, company address. Okay. No need. Fine. That's it. Okay, so this is abstract class. Okay. Now, guys, if you try to create the object for this class, we are not able to create the object. I will show you. But before that, guys, I have created this class only for inheritance, because it is abstract class. We cannot create the, you can say, object. Okay. Let's see, can we create this abstract class as a final? Possible. If you see, illegal combination of modifier abstract and final. Remember, so abstract class cannot be final. Okay. Now this is, guys, जो हम जनरल क्लासेस में रखते हैं, जो भी हम जावा के अंदर जैसे जो जावा के अंदर हम जैसे क्लास क्रिएट करते हैं ना, वैसे ही रहेगी. बट यहाँ पर अगर हमने इस क्लास के अंदर एक भी एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड डाल दिया, इस क्लास के अंदर किसी भी क्लास के अंदर एक भी एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड मतलब इनकम्प्लीट मेथड डाल दिया, तो वो क्लास एब्स्ट्रैक्ट हमें बनानी पड़ेगी, मैंडेटरी है. अगर आप देखो, अगर मैं यहाँ पर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास नहीं बनाऊंगा, because this class having the one abstract method, so see what thing, abstract method is non abstract class, abstract method in non abstract class, तो हमें इसका abstract बनाना पड़ेगा इस क्लास को. कंपाइलर is forcing this, otherwise we कंपाइलर gives the compile time error. तो एक चीज ये हो गई. this class can have the constructors. let me, ये सारी चीजें सब कुछ वर्क कर सकती है. जो I am creating the generate constructor, तो दोनों के लिए मैंने बना दिया. ओके, ये देखो, नो आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर बन गया, और एक मैं बनाता हूँ आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर. देखो, तो अभी मैं नो आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर, अभी मैं आर्गुमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर के थ्रू काम करूंगा. एरर मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. ओके, इसमें कंस्ट्रक्टर का भी कंसेप्ट एक बार रिकॉल हो जाएगा, तो इसलिए मैं आर्गूमेंट नो आर्गूमेंट वाला कंस्ट्रक्टर नहीं बना रहा हूँ, ठीक है, ध्यान रखना। वो मैं जब एरर आएगा तब बताऊंगा। आर्गूमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर हमें सॉरी नो आर्गूमेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर की और बताना पड़ेगा। ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया। ओके, वेरी गुड। सो गाइस, आई हैव created the abstract class. Inside the abstract class you can create the instance property, any number of method. Okay, abstract method, you any number of abstract method you can create. And one more thing guys, even class does not have any abstract method, because it can have or it cannot have, remember. So अगर आपने ये नहीं है तो भी आप abstract class बना सकते हो। If suppose class does not containing, if class does not contain any incomplete feature, or if class does not contain any abstract method, then also we can have to create the abstract class. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि आपकी क्लास के अंदर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड होगा तभी आप उसको एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास बना पाओगे। आप एज ए नॉर्मल क्लास जैसे भी मैं चाहूँ, किसी भी नॉर्मल क्लास को आप एज ए एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास बना सकते हो। जैसे ये नॉर्मल क्लास है अभी कंपनी, लेकिन मैंने इसलिए बनाई इसको एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास बिकॉज आई वांट टू यूटिलाइज दिस क्लास in case of inheritance. I want to create some subclasses with the help of this parent class and with the help of this parent abstract class. Okay, so abstract class का यूज होता है only for inheritance, ठीक है। और so let me create one class like a company. So I am creating the company. Let's say TCS. Okay. Extends company. Okay. And see, अभी guys ये एरर इसलिए आ रही है, you know, because our TCS class, our TCS is normal class which is extending from company class, so the TCS becoming here child class, ठीक है। तो this child class inheriting the features, all public features except private features, all features except private features into the TCS class। अब ये इसमें इसलिए आ रहा है भाई कि if parent class having any abstract method, तो यहाँ पर चाइल्ड क्लास को फोर्सफुली उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना पड़ेगा। अदरवाइज अगर आपके पास भी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं है उस एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड की, तो आपके क्लास को यहाँ पर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट डिक्लेयर करना पड़ेगा। चाइल्ड क्लास इफ नॉट एबल टू कंप्लीट द incomplete feature of the parent class, child class if it is not able to provide the implementation of abstract method of the parent class, then child class should also become the abstract class. Okay, see what, let's see here, there is no argument construct within the, this is चलो argument create, एक constructor मैंने बना दिया। ये मैंने constructor calling guys आपको बता दिए। तो यहाँ पर child class actually जो है वो child class constructor has to call to the parent class constructor, तो create constructor super ये मैंने बना दिया, देखो ये, ठीक है। तो ये parametric constructor मैंने बनाया child class का। So parametric constructor, when you create the this child class object, this constructor will be calling if you are using the parametric constructor. Okay, so this parametric constructor, child class parametric constructor has to call the parametric, has to call the parent class constructor. So parent class constructor अभी मैंने parametric constructor को कॉल कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। Now let me see in the company. Okay, there is no incomplete feature, so I have to define incomplete feature as the abstract void, you can say work. extract void var. Okay, fine. अब guys आप देखोगे guys, because this features it is, you can say, public abstract. I will make it because this is for implementation purpose. So this company class author created this abstract features for implementing in the child class. So child class author must provide the implementation for all abstract method. Okay. So now पब्लिक इसलिए क्योंकि आउटसाइड इसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाता है। तो अभी देखो दोबारा अभी क्या कह रहा है यहाँ पर, क्लास TCS which is the child class must either be declare abstract or implement abstract method work in company. See, तो जो abstract method net होके आ रहा है, like abstract method is netting from company class, that has to be complete here, that has to be implemented. Okay, so we'll provide implement. Okay, so let's see. So this TCS class, TCS is the company, just assume, and know the work, that which work they are performing. See, it's coming already, it's coming. TCS is working on software development and IT service. Okay, so this work is performed by the TCS, you can say. Okay, now I have another class, you can give any number of class. Okay, so just try to understand actually. So when we should use the abstract class concept, this also interviewer may ask, what is the situation where you should use this abstract class concept. The situation I will tell you, when subclass share the close relationship. Remember, when subclass, this is the TCS, my subclass, share the and the subclass shares the close relationship, because extends means is a relationship. TCS is a company, it's a blood relationship, it's a close relationship. Remember, so when a subclass, okay, shares a close relationship or shares a or shares or sharing a object state, and also constructor calling, sharing a object state and constructor calling. In that case, we will work, we will create the abstract class. Okay, so this is my abstract class. Okay, and when the child class shares the close relationship with the abstract class, okay, the parent class also shares the object state, you can say sharing the property. Can you see? So here sharing the property, see, the constructor as well as and constructor calling also. See, sharing the constructor calling and share the property means, see, company has the company object property, you can say company name, company address. So TCS class not providing any property, TCS is reusing the property from the company class. Of course, if TCS require any new property, they can utilize, they can write any new property. Even if they want to override, they can override also, they are free to override. Okay, so main purpose of abstract class for inheritance purpose. Okay, and another one, when the because abstract class for inheritance, so we use the abstract class when a subclass shares the close relationship, so it's a blood relationship. Remember, okay, extends means is a blood, you can say we are making a blood relationship. Okay, why we are saying blood relationship? Because in case of abstract class, that when you create the child class object, so parent class has to be loaded here in the memory. So when you create the TCS class object, this is the child class of this is the This is the child class of abstract company abstract class. Okay, so when you create the TCS class object into the memory, so TCS class, before loading the TCS class object into the memory, the child parent class object has to be loaded into the memory. So remember, it's you can say occupying the memory. So of course it's taking memory, it's taking the space, you can say. Okay, so when you are making the parent child relationship with the help of abstract class, so here abstract class has to load into the memory. Okay, and so constructor calling also happen, and instance property also initialized with the help of constructor calling. Okay, so object instance object property has to be initialized here. So this is actually you can say and constructor calling also happen here. So okay, we are creating the abstract class in this way, remember, and making the blood relationship ध्यान रखना है. ओके, तो इसका रेफरेंस बना सकते हो आप एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास का, जो मैंने आपको बताया था कैसे बना सकते हैं. देखो मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ यहाँ पर. लेट्स से वी हैव ए मैन क्लास, दिस इज द मैन क्लास. आई विल क्रिएट द रेफरेंस ऑफ कंपनी. यहाँ पर ठीक है, और यहाँ पर कंपनी में देखो ये कौन सा कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉलिंग कर रहे हैं अपन नहीं बना सकते. जो क्या कह रहा है यहाँ पर, इज नॉट पब्लिक. ओके, मेक इट पब्लिक आल्सो, मेक इट पब्लिक. इफ दे आर सेइंग इज नॉट पब्लिक, मेक इट पब्लिक. अगेन company is abstract cannot be instances. Can you see, company is my abstract cannot be instances. Can you see? Okay, and public, why they were asking this company class, because we are accessing this company class outside the package. So this is my package com.unit tensor abstraction, and man is belong to the other package, you can say other directory. Okay, so we cannot instantiate, but we can create the reference variable. So parent class reference variable can be point to their child class object. So let's see, new test. Can you see here in this way we can create, and cannot be accessed from outside package. See, it's public, we have to make it public. All method, because these all method we could execute outside the package. So that's why make it public. See, okay, so in this way guys we can create the abstract class, not abstract class object, we can utilize the abstract class. Okay, now TCS means child class object is loading to the memory. So child class constructor is to call. So which constructor is calling? Two argument constructor. Can you see here? So two argument constructor is calling, and this two argument constructor child class two argument constructor is calling to the parent class two argument constructor with the help of super keyword. Can you see? So now complete this. Okay. So it's sharing, you can say sharing the object property. So child class is sharing the, making the close relationship between the parent class, your child class in this way. And in case of abstract class and child class, so here child class is sharing the close relationship, sharing the property, sharing the constructor calling. Okay, so when we do it this way, when a subclass is sharing, okay, or want to share the close relationship, and that way we will make it as a abstract class. Remember, okay, abstract class can be empty also. Empty, remember, abstract class can be empty. Okay, so guys, we have completed the session for this abstract class. Okay, And one more thing, guys, I would like to highlight here. So, we create this abstract class, and this parent-child relationship to represent the core work actually. So, abstract class we create when we want to, you know, perform the, or when we want to identify the core work actually. जैसे मैं आपको बोल सकता हूँ कोर वर्किंग की बात करूँ तो जैसे आपकी बात कर रहा हूँ, जैसे लेट्स से सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट कंपनी है जैसे, तो इसका काम होता है, मेन कोर वर्क क्या है इसका, सॉफ्टवेयर टीसीएस का सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट कंपनी. सो मेन वर्क इट्स लाइक एज ए डेवलप द सॉफ्टवेयर. But apart from, so apart from software development, it also providing some additional, some extra support, you can say some external support also, some additional support also, like customer support 24/7. ठीक है, तो इस तरह की चीज़ें भी ये प्रोवाइड कराती है. बट इन केस ऑफ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास एंड in case of abstract class and their child class, we are actually talking about here, core functionality, you can say core working, core work actually. Okay, so we are not talking about here additional things. So additional things of course we can cover with the help of interface. Let's say like computer. Okay, तो कंप्यूटर का काम की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं आपसे. तो कंप्यूटर बेसिकली वी यूज लाइक हम अपने काम को आसान करने के लिए कंप्यूटर का यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो उसमें कई सारे हमें सॉफ्टवेयर मिलते हैं, उन सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. वी कैन परफॉर्म अपना कोई भी अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेशन हो गया, कोई भी अपना ऑपरेशन हो गया, हम फास्टली परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. ये हमारा इसके कंप्यूटर की कोर वर्क हो गया. ठीक है, तो लॉजिकल जैसे सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट, अर्थमेटिक कंट्रोल यूनिट हो गई. ठीक है, लॉजिकल यूनिट, तो इस तरह की ये कोर वर्किंग हो गई, इसके कंप्यूटर का कोर वर्क हो गया. लेकिन अगर मैं बात करूं एक्सटर्नल वर्क की बात करूं, तो एक्सटर्नल क्या क्या है, इसकी एक्सटर्नल डिवाइसेस क्या हैं, जैसे माउस. ओके, सो ये क्या करते हैं, जो उसके कोर वर्क है इसका कंप्यूटर का, जो कोर वर्किंग प्रोग्राम है, जो कोर वर्किंग इसकी फंक्शनैलिटी है, उसकी फंक्शनैलिटी के परफॉर्मेंस को इंक्रीज करने के लिए ओके वी यूज द सम एक्सटर्नल डिवाइसेस टू इंक्रीज द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ computer. Okay, to increase the core working functionality, to increase the performance of core working functionality of the computer, we use the some external devices. And those external devices we use as a interface, you can say. Like one device will work as a one interface. This is a real use, I'm talking about, guys, like mouse. So with the help of mouse, guys, you can increase the this laptop performance or computer performance, you can say, with the help of mouse. Means you can drag and drop fastly, you can perform the operation, you can close the window, you can minimize the window, you can open any app, you can open any browser, okay, any applications fastly. Right click, kind of these all operations we can perform fastly. So these all additional devices actually, they are you know you can say helpful to increase the performance of our core functionality. Keyboard, with the help of keyboard you can perform some input operation. With the help of mouse also you can perform some input operation. Okay, so additional thing like pen drive. Okay, so that is another interface, you can say, with that you can transfer any data, you can store any data, kind of things, guys, we can utilize. Okay, we can use. अब मैं एक और एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ. लेट्स से वी हैव वन कंपनी, सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी, ओके, टीसीएस. तो कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी है, प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी है, कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी है जो दे provide, they working as a software developer, and they are also providing some customer support also, some additional features, some additional work, you can say, some external work, you can say. तो core functionality है. What is the core functionality for software development company? for IT company working on software, develop the software. This is the core functionality of the IT company, of the software company. Okay, but apart from this core functionality, there are some additional work IT company has to perform, or they perform additional work. 24/7 customer support दे दिया उन्होंने, like BPO you can say. Okay, to increase the business you can say. Okay, to earn the more money you can say. Okay, and इसके बाद आपका एक और सर्विस दे दी उन्होंने, मान के चलो कि आपको बोल सकते हैं कस्टमर सपोर्ट हो गया, डिलीवरी हो गई, डिलीवरी यानी किसी प्रोडक्ट की डिलीवरी देने स्टार्ट कर दिया उन्होंने. सो दैट इज अनदर सपोर्ट यू कैन से. सो बेसिकली कंपनी की जो मेन कोर वर्किंग फंक्शनलिटी क्या है? सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट एंड इम्प्रूव द बिजनेस. ओके, एंड द मोर मनी यू कैन से. बट यहाँ पर उसके परफॉर्मेंस को बढ़ाने के लिए देयर आर सम एडिशनल वर्क द कंपनी इज डूइंग. ओके, तो वो एडिशनल वर्क जैसे कस्टमर सपोर्ट हो गया 24/7, सेकेंड एडिशनल वर्क डिलीवरी हो गई. ओके, एंड कुछ कंपनी मान लो प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी है बट दे डोंट प्रोवाइड द लाइक कस्टमर सपोर्ट. For customer support they hire from other outside some vendor. कुछ कंपनी वेंडर को भी सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करवाती है, वर्क एज ए थर्ड पार्टी. तो बेसिकली उनका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि बिजनेस को परफॉर्म करना, बिजनेस का परफॉर्मेंस इंक्रीज करना. दे आर मेकिंग द बिजनेस हियर. ओके, and they are the main core functionality is software development. But software development के साथ साथ में इस तरह के काम भी वो करते रहते हैं. ठीक है, to increase. So guys, let's say so here I will tell you uh, when we should use the abstract class and when we should use the interface. So both guys I will both functionality I will put together and we will see how we can utilize both functionality together. Okay, so let's say I have a one let's say guys I have a payment processor you can say. So I have created guys abstract class this payment processor, remember. Okay, and this payment processor is my abstract class. And what is the core functionality of this payment processor? To make the payment. This class want to perform the payment, want to process the payment, remember. So this class having the some instance property amount and transaction ID which we require to perform the payment process. And this class also having one constructor. Okay, so can you see constructor, and we are initializing the property, instance property of this class and then of this constructor, remember. Okay, so kind of things we are doing guys here. And I have another method. This is complete method you can say, because this method has the complete body. So can you see every processor logs the same way. Okay, so this is the method. So okay, which will perform the logging operation you can say. And this is the abstract method process payment. So this class author don't know the payment process concept, don't know how to make this payment process. Okay, this class was a dot now. Okay, so that's why this class treat it as a, you can say, one blueprint, you can say. Okay, and whichever class will extend from this class, those class has to implement, those class will provide the implementation of this abstract method. Then you already understand, guys. So try to understand in which case we create the abstract class and in which case we create the interface. Here basically we are, you know, we are trying to understand these things. Okay, interviewer may ask, could you provide me one, real-time scenario? So this is the real-time scenario. Remember, guys, this is the e-commerce payment processing system we are managing. So just try to understand inside the e-commerce payment processing. Okay, how we can implement e-commerce payment processing. Okay, so process payment, and we don't know the definition how we can make the payment process. We can have multiple payment process, but we don't know the definition of process payment. So that's why we made it as a abstract method, and whoever provide the implementation, whoever extending from this class, those class will be providing the implementation. Okay, so we have a, other, you can say, and other classes, child classes, you can say, people processor. Okay, and of course I will tell you about the, here interface also. So in payment, guys, when you make the any payment, okay, so in case of payment process, guys, there's a some payment system, actually they have the refundable policy. Some payment system they don't have the refundable policy. Okay, so we'll see. So see how we are creating the interface. What is the need of interface? Okay, so this is the need of interface. This is the case scenario. Client is saying, please design one e-commerce payment processing system where some vendor, while performing the payment processing, they have the refundable policy. Some of the vendor they don't have the refundable policy while making the payment process, and also some vendor they are authenticating, okay, while making the payment, okay, while performing the payment process. So refundable, for refundable, guys, can do, you can say, so interface means it's, you can say, can do refundable. This is kind of can do, you can say. And in case of abstract means is a, there is a is a relationship, is a. Okay, so this is additional things you can do, you can say external things, you are putting in case of in the form of interface. Additional things, additional features we are putting in the form of interface. Okay, so refundable, if any payment process system have the refundable policy, of course they will be providing the implementation of this interface. Now quick checkout, if any payment process have the authentication, has to, if any payment process, has the policy to authenticate the payment process, okay, before making the payment, before performing the payment process, has to authenticate. So yes, this we introduce this interface, quick checkout. With this interface we can fast authenticate, remember. So these are the, you can say, can do, authenticate, cannot do. Okay, so I will tell you credit card processor. So this is the one vendor, you can say, credit card processor, okay, performing the payment process with the help of credit card. So you can say payment processor is extending credit card is a relationship, is a payment processor. Credit card processor is a payment processor, can do refundable. So credit card have the policy for refundable. Okay, so credit card is payment processor can do refundable. This is the meaning of this line. Remember, okay, credit card processor is payment processor because we are inheriting the parent class, okay, and making the close relationship here credit card processor making the close relationship with payment processor and also you know uh, utilizing the object property instance property. You can see how, because if you go to the payment processor, see, I will tell you here payment processor how they are utilizing these all object instance property in the child class. See, credit card, yes, see, amount, sending amount, okay, of super keyword. So this we already discussed. Constructor is calling, and this constructor is calling to super class constructor of payment processor. See, passing the payment amount, you see, and this is amount, and this we are performing the but we are initializing ideas of their transaction ID. Okay, so sorry, this okay, this also what is this payment processor and credit card processor. Okay. So credit card is payment processor and can do refund. Remember, this is the meaning of this line. Okay. So refundable, implementing refundable. So this is the use of interface. Remember, it's putting some additional things. Additional feature. This is the interface is not putting the core functionality. Who is putting the core functionality? Payment processor. Abstract class is putting the abstract class is putting the core functionality. This is the core functionality, you can say, process payment, you can say. Okay, and child class is making the close relationship and also sharing the object state, okay, sharing the property and calling the constructor also. So okay, so credit card is a payment processor and can do the refund. Can do the refund means this is the additional things. This is not the core functionality. Extra things, you can say. So can you see is refundable? So we can put here refund logic. Okay, you can write refund logic. Okay, if any payment has been made here, and if suppose payment processing not done, or you can say cashback, or cashback option is there, so they are sending the cashback, you can say refund policy. And of course refund policy also, like if payment processing made payment processing operation got failed, so there is a refund policy, so refund be provided to the customer. So this is kind of things. Okay. Now we will make for another. We have another PayPal processor. Can you see? PayPal is a payment processor. Can you see? This is another vendor, you can say. Okay, which is also performing the core functionality, core core work, you can say. Okay, so main working we are performing here process payment, you can say PayPal logic. Okay, write the PayPal process payment processing logic here. So PayPal is a payment processor, can do refund and can do quick checkout. See, so these are the two additional things we are putting. We want to perform here two additional things. And PayPal processor is performing the core functionality. Okay, you can say payment processor is putting the core functionality. What is the core functionality? Process payment. But refundable and this is all interface picks up checkout is not putting the core functionality. They are putting the some additional functionality, additional things, you can say additional some external work, you can say. Okay, additional work, you can say. So refundable interface, putting the refundable will perform the refund logic. Quick checkout. See, so here PayPal is payment processor, can do refund and can do quick checkout. Can you see? So we are implementing this class is extending from payment processor, which is the abstract class, and implements refundable quick checkout. Can you see here? This way. So this is the use of interface, guys. Remember, okay? So whenever you need the interface in the project, so of course we can introduce the interface for some additional work, for some external work, for some additional functionality, you can say, for some additional features. Okay, okay, but not for core function. Core functionality, if you want to introduce, make it as an abstract class. Okay, then you can perform the core functionality. Fine. Now there's another one, Bitcoin processor, which do not provide any refund policy and do not providing any authentication, quick checkout. So Bitcoin is a payment processor, cannot do refund and cannot do checkout, quick checkout. Okay, you can see. So in this way, guys, we can utilize the interface member. Okay, this is the class, payment processor was extra class. This is the child class, and interface. Can you see? Here we are implementing the interface. Okay, so we have some interface. I will tell you, like runnable interface. See, these are the some predefined runnable interface, serializable interface. Okay, and we have a comparable interface. Okay, so these all are interface. Remember, guys, java.io.serializable, java.runnable, java. Okay, java.lang.comparable. So runnable, interface has a method by which we can perform the task asynchronously. Okay, we can create the thread with the no runnable. Is the purpose. Additional things. Okay, we can put, if you want to create the thread, you can create the thread with the runnable interface. Okay, serializable, we can make the class as a serializable means a class implementing the serializable interface whose object, you can say, will be serialized, whose object will be whose object will be persisted into the file. Okay, so you can say these are, for some additional purpose we create the interface, and we can utilize the interface for some additional, some external work. Okay, we can create the serializable process. We can perform the serializable process with this interface. Okay, so the class, if it is implementing serializable interface, that class object can be serialized into the file. Okay, remember, otherwise we cannot serialize the object into the file. We cannot pursue the object in the file. Remember. Okay, fine. And the comparable for performing the sorting logic, single sorting logic, you can see that the compare to method is there. Where we can write the single sorting logic. Okay, so that we will create the separate. I will take the separate session for this. Remember, guys. Okay, so thanks, guys. So we have completed uh, what is an abstract class, and when we should use abstract class and interface, and real life scenario. I already discussed the real life scenario. Okay, so it was into the you can say e-commerce payment processing system. Okay, so thanks guys, thank you so much. Please guys subscribe my channel and and put some comment, okay, relative comment. अगर आपके पास कोई क्वेरी है और कुछ आप पूछना चाहते हो गाइस तो मेरे को काफ़ी अच्छा लगेगा. मैं चाहता हूँ कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नॉलेज आई I want to share with all of you guys so you can crack the IT job easily. Okay, so remember guys, please go through this session. It's very